Hi, I'm Tim Fleischer, Assistant Horticulturist with the City of Dublin, bringing you an at-home horticulture tip that should help you with your gardening and landscape. Today's tip relates to Arbor Day and Earth Day, both of which we celebrated last week. We are going to discuss a couple of early blooming native trees that you can use in your own home landscape. The first native tree I'd like to highlight for Arbor Day and Earth Day is the Eastern Redbud. As you can see, the redbud flowers are a beautiful shade of pink to purple, and the great thing is that they bloom before the leaves emerge. That way it really stands out and doesn't get mixed up with the leaves. I mentioned that this tree is native, and that's very important because this tree is loved by wildlife. It's a great source for early pollinators, and it will not be invasive in an adjacent natural area. As you can see, the Eastern Redbud has a very nice vase-shaped form when young. This is a relatively small tree. They do become small to medium-sized trees. What's great about these is there's a lot of different varieties you can find in your garden center. Anything from lighter pink to darker purple flowers to white flowers. There are also varieties that have purple leaves, and there are some that are weeping. All in all, this is a wonderful tree to place right up near your house. It doesn't have a large footprint, it's beautiful, it stands out, and it will do well with some sun, but it'll also do well with some shade.
The other tree I'd like to highlight today that's perfect for your home landscape is the Serviceberry tree. The Serviceberry tree is another one like the Redbud that blooms early spring before the leaves. The specimen here is pretty high, so I have plucked some blooms from the tree. It's a little bit past its peak. Several days ago, this tree was covered in these white blooms. In about early June to mid-June, the flowers turn to deep red purplish fruits that are edible by humans and wildlife, and they are really, really good. After that comes the fall color, which I can't show you today, but it's a beautiful orange to scarlet red fall color. This is a pretty big serviceberry. They're typically a much smaller tree, a small to medium tree, but this is an older specimen. They can be trained into a shrub or a small tree. They can be single-stemmed or multi-stemmed. And the term serviceberry has an interesting origin, worth a Google search.
Thanks for watching, and be on the lookout for more at-home hort tips.